Hey folks, when you're busy working in your shop and you run up on a situation where the threads are messed up on something you're working on, up until now there's only been a couple of choices for repair items. You know what they are. Those items are hard to use. Sometimes they don't hold up. They're not all that strong, and you're thinking, oh geez, is this repair going to hold? Well, what we want to introduce you to now is Gardsert. Gardsert is a 40-year-old American company up in Wisconsin. They make a simple one-step, no tap, screw it in, permanent repair out of hardened stainless steel. To show you what I'm talking about, this is a piece of billet. You know what billet is. That's billet stainless steel, and that's what they make the Gardserts out of. So this is a much bigger Gardsert than I'm going to demo with. This is 1.25 inch Gardsert. You see how clean the inside threads are. It works exactly the same as the 1/4 I'm getting ready to show you. You simply screw it in, it locks down, it's permanent, it won't pull out. Boom, you're done. Saves all kinds of time because you don't have to tap. So let me show you what I'm going to do. What we have is a smaller version of that Gardsert, hardened stainless steel, on the end of this 1/4 bolt with a nut on top of it, and you'll see how we use that in a second. I'm going to put a little bit of lube on it. Put a little bit of lube in the hole. These holes have been pre-drilled for the size that you would use on a 1/4. When you're using the Gardserts, it's critical that you follow the chart and use the proper drill bit, because it has to be a precise size hole so that when you screw this in, it catches properly and it doesn't come back out. So all you do is set it in there. And you put a little downward pressure on it and just start turning. And you'll notice it's easy. You just put it in there, start turning. The Gardsert does all the work. It's pulling itself into that hole. And when we get down to the bottom, it'll stop. You'll know when you're done. We also have Gardserts for oxygen sensors, spark plugs, down to 1/16 up to 30 millimeter, which is bigger than the one you just saw right there. So whatever size you need. All right, that's pretty tight. We'll hold the bolt with this. Back it off. And watch this, folks. All right, so we've done the repair. We screwed it in there. It was so easy. I'm going to take the bolt out now. Now what the nut was doing was the nut was actually holding the Gardsert in place, and then when you start turning the nut, it keeps pressure on the Gardsert so that when the nut was going down like this, it was keeping pressure on the Gardsert, but the Gardsert is cutting its own threads. That 1/4 version of this was cutting its own threads, so it's pulling itself down into the hole. You don't have to push or really put any effort on it. And in the case of using a big one like this, you're going to use an impact gun. We'll show you how to set that up a little bit differently. But you pull it out, unscrew it, and look at this repair. It's permanent. All done. You can't pull that out. It's hardened stainless steel. It won't rust or deteriorate, even if you have to let it sit outside before you use it. But look at that, folks. That's the easiest thing you'll ever do. Never again will fixing threads be an issue for you at your shop, saving you time and money, and also no comebacks.